Hello there, Taurus. This is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill. I'm here to talk to you about relationships in all areas of your life, whether that be work or elsewhere, at home, with family. And I'm going to be using the Tarot Illuminati by Eric Dunn. I'm also going to be using the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck by Matt Hughes. All right? Very cool deck. We will get into these. I'm going to program these cards for you just really quick. I think you're really going to like these cards. They're awesome. This is a very different reading from usual, but I think you'll like it. Before I pull any cards, I'm going to go ahead and program this Illuminati deck. It's so good. I think you really like this one as well. All right. These are set aside. Let's get into this, okay? So the first card I'm going to pull is going to be about who you are in a relationship, okay? This relationship could be with a parent, a co-worker, somebody, a lover at home. It could also be a child or a sibling. So keep these relationship possibilities in mind. It could also just be your best friend, all right? So let's go ahead and pull a card for who are you right now. Cool. And I'm going to pull a card for who are they. Who's your counterpart right now? Okay, so the cards I pulled are the Ace of Pentacles. For you, you are the Ace of Pentacles. You are bringing the financing to the situation. You have the contact with all the money. You have control over all of the money. You make all the money decisions and nobody else gets to have a say-so. That's okay. You collect information as you go. You're a smart person with the money. You're not frivolous with it, but you are clearly the one in charge of it. Nobody else is telling you what to do or how to do it. You're doing you. All right? So that's cool, Taurus. Awesome. Very nice. That's what's going on. This is a money issue with somebody, and we're going to look at this person. Strangely enough, I have pulled the Two of Pentacles for your counterpart. Your counterpart here, the person that you are dealing with in this relationship right now, is the Two of Pentacles, meaning they are the ones who may not have all the control, but they're very good at balancing things. They have found ways and means to do little tricks of the trade to make sure that all the money goes where it belongs. It is a primary concern for them, so that's kind of a thing that you should pay attention to, that this person may watch you do things with money that you're completely in control of, yes, but they freak out. So that's kind of a thing that I'm feeling from both of these cards right now, is that you're doing you, but they're freaking out. Interesting. So now let's go ahead and pull some more cards that have specifically to do with what each of you is bringing to this relationship right now, okay? What are you bringing to the relationship, Taurus? What is it that you bring? Queen of Wands. And what do they bring? All right, let's see. What do they bring? Strength. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the Queen of Wands. You bring, Taurus, the Queen of Wands, which is a level-headed, grounded perception. You feel, this very much feels to me like you have understood what the problem is. You've done your research. You have considered the possibilities, you've come up with a plan, you have executed the plan, and whether or not your counterpart is freaking out, you've done all that research, and it's not an accident, and it's not a mistake. You aren't making mistakes. They're just freaking out because they freak out when big numbers go around, okay? So just know that you're bringing your skills and knowledge to the table. You are not doing this like a person who has got no idea what's going on. Okay? You're doing good. Everything's cool. Now, what do they bring into the table? Strength. The Strength card refers to that weird thing where we go back to our old experiences in life, and we have our perception of what happened, and the phrase "in my experience" keeps coming up for me, and it tells me that this person has had an experience very similar to this, maybe where they didn't feel like their voice was being heard over this situation, and whether or not it's grounded in anything real or not, they're needing and wanting to be heard. That's what I keep getting, is that they want to be heard. Their experience was bad. They had a bad relationship experience around money. So the way you behave with money, no matter how smart you're being or whatever, this person is triggered like a son of a gun, okay? They are freaking the fuck out because they are triggered. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to the fact that they're triggered, and that you don't have to add to that pile of crazy, okay? You don't. You can be very clear, show them the research. If you show them the research and help them understand where you're going, it's like if you've decided to buy a roof and solar. I'm just throwing these things out there because my brain is going there. These are big purchases, and it's a lot. But if you've done all the research and you figured it out, and now's the time, the water's coming in, you got to get a new roof anyway, and you have the money to take care of the solar part, and you found a good deal on it, then it might be just the right timing to get the best deal you possibly can. Boom. Do it. Do that. And yes, this person may be freaking out about it, but it's still, if you show them your research, it will help calm them down, and help them understand that, while we're emptying buckets from the roof leaking, this is the time to do this particular project. It's going to be a good thing, okay? Maybe you can calm them down a little bit. Just knowing that you've done the research is helpful to them, okay? So, I want to ask now, what do you need in this relationship, okay? What do you need in this relationship, Taurus? You need this card right here. Come on. And what does your counterpart need? What does your counterpart need? What does your partner need in this relationship? Okay, cool. So, we pulled the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is pulled for you. This is very interesting, right? Cool. And this card is telling me that what you need in this relationship right now is to work through some karma. You have had some karma in your past that has not allowed you, or you maybe sat still a lot. I don't know, maybe you went through Pompeii. You sat still when you weren't supposed to. And so in this moment of now, you want to do action. You want to take action. You want to move forward, and you need to not be questioned. You want to be trusted to do the right thing and handle it right and get the job done. So this is what your brain is going through. This is what you need, is to be trusted. You need to be trusted because you've gone through most of these things before in a past life, and you're ready to do it differently, and you want to be trusted in the moment. All right? So that's interesting. But your counterpart, on the other hand, is bringing the Four of Swords. They need the foundation of power. They need to feel like they are, dare I say, quote unquote, the man. They are the leader. They are the decision maker. They want to feel like they have the power. They are not feeling that kind of power right now. There is something about this that feels very much like they feel castrated, and this can be a woman as well who feels completely powerless in the situation. I have no say-so. I have no skin in this game, and nobody cares what I think. And that's never a good feeling. So if you can find a way to help this person feel like they are a part of the conversation, that would be very helpful. This could be your mother, your father, your kid, your brother, your sister, or somebody at work, or the wife or hubby. All right? So keep these things in mind. Give them a voice. Maybe if you can find a happy solution to all of these problems that are going on that you haven't given them any say-so about, because you finally just put your foot down and said, look, I got to get this done. This is my karma. I got to do this. I got to fix it. It's like, all right, Taurus, cool. But if you want to live in a world with other people, this is how you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to find a happy solution where they get to, maybe if you need to buy a new roof, they get to pick the color, right? Let them have some say-so. Let them have some idea about what they're getting into. And they're going to end up paying for part of it, right? So let them figure out where the solar box goes. Let them be a part of in some way, other than just the reliable person who stays home and opens the gate for the people to do the work, right? So this is good stuff. This is an opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and set this down. We're going to pull one more card for an outcome to this situation as it is. If you get what you need and bring what you have, but you do the work and you bring what the other person needs to the table, what will come out? Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. So there will be discussions about money that will be probably raised. There is going to be contention in the ranks. It doesn't look like you're going to have a good time. I'm sorry, this seems like a negative outcome. There will be fighting. There will be fighting and arguing, okay? So, now, I'm going to take this pre-programmed deck from the Illuminati. I'm going to go ahead and give it one little extra love. Watch this weirdness. So this pile is all about you. So we're talking about the Ace of Pentacles, and we're bringing more information. We have the Death card. This is the Death card. This is you letting go of something. You have an opportunity in this moment to, while you're in charge of all the money, to let go of being in charge of it all and allowing something else to happen. All right? So you can let go and be free in a certain way. Might be recommended. It's definitely interesting though, right? The idea of letting go all of a sudden, like, what? Who, me? I know Taurus is not your thing, but let's try this other card, the Queen of Wands. What do you bring besides all your skill and knowledge and understanding and wisdom? We have the Five of Wands. You're going to need to have that convincing argument after you've done all this work. You're going to have to use your convincing argument, all right? Or you could go back to the Death card and just say, look, guess what? I'm going to release the handlebars and let you do the homework. Or hand him the homework that says, hey, look, this is the homework I've done. This is what I've done. I'm going to let you read it over and you come up with your own solution or your own conclusion, all right? And by doing that, you can actually release yourself and create something cool, all right? One more card. We're going to clarify the Wheel of Fortune here. We were talking about how what you need is to fix some karma from your past, right? So you have some karma from your past where you did something and you didn't do something on time. And the card we pulled is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups. This is you wanting to give from your heart. And isn't that interesting? Because the project you're in charge of is like something that you're doing from your heart, and you're giving it to this person from your heart. It is so much more than just a project to get done. You want to give this person this thing from your heart. Like, oh my God, it is my goal to make you feel safe and loved and comforted by having a new roof and solar. Free energy from the sun. I want to give that to you. It will give me great pleasure to give this to you. And maybe you can explain that to them, that it's a point of pleasure for you to give in this way. Interesting. It's part of your karma to do that. So now I'm going to pick a pile that represents him or her or your other part. And this is the pile. Your partner in crime. Seven of Swords is clarifying the Two of Pentacles. So Seven of Swords, Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, super balanced in their financing, want to be super safe, don't feel safe, yikes, and want to feel in control, want to have some power in the situation. So we go back to the plotting and the planning and the letting and the sharing of the plan. Letting them help plan things so that they have a little bit of power in the situation. Don't castrate your partner. I'm going to go ahead and pull another card to clarify the Strength card right here. We have the Princess of Pentacles. So we have the Princess of Pentacles. Yes. This lady here, she's bringing information about the money. She has more information about the money. We were talking about you sharing your information, sharing all of your research. And if you bring the information to this person, I believe it will help them with this prior experience they had. They had a bad experience, remember? They had a bad experience where somebody steamrolled over them and didn't give them any say-so, and yet they were on the hook for something. So if you can, in fact, let them come to their own conclusions by showing them all the paperwork you went through, it's fine. It'll be delayed a week. So what? This person will have an opportunity to do their diligence and come up with a plan on their own and go, oh, well, I see this is the right thing to do. Ta-da! It's going to get good, all right? So let's clarify the Four of Swords, what he needs. This is what he brings. He will be able to bring more information if you let him or her. The Moon. The Moon card is always talking about dreams and goals. And yes, Four of Swords, the foundation and power. So this person you're dealing with, their foundation and power is at issue, and they need to feel like they have some part in this. It is one of their dreams and their goals to be a part of the decision-making process. If you don't allow it, it will become a real problem, okay? We have talked about the Knight of Pentacles as being your solution, or being the overall answer to what happens to this relationship, and it's not great. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from this pile for the solution here, and the solution here looks like this. Princess of Swords. We have information about power coming, and it doesn't surprise me. You're fighting about money. You're fighting about power. We have more information about power coming out of this process. So let's pull one more card for this area of solution. The Two of Wands. We have the Two of Wands, a gateway opportunity. Boy. So, along with all of the things that are happening, there's potential for a separation of church and state, all right? So you may decide at all ends, at the end of the deal, that you're done. One of you or both of you may decide that you're done in this situation, all right? So this could be a real big fight, but it looks to me like you could work it out. If you respect one another enough and bring all the information to the table and let them make the same decision you did, everything could come out all right, okay? So let's go ahead and look at once and for all. I'm going to pull one card here from the bottom of the deck as an overall answer to the project. Judgment. Judgment is here to say it would be wise for you to think before you speak, okay? be cautious what you say, how you say it, and how you judge this other person for having had their own personal experience. I'm going to pull the base card, the bottom card from this deck as well, and I'm going to offer it as the Knight of Cups. The answer is truly that you're fighting for your heart, okay? Fighting for your heart is what you're doing right now. I want you to fight for your heart. Don't be too judgy in the moment, all right? Because the Judgment card is here to say you don't want to be too judgmental in this situation. They don't like sharing space here, do they? So, we're going to go ahead and leave it here, and I will talk to you next week about the next week in March. All right? Thank you, Taurus.